Ball. Ball 2.
Outside low. Ball 3. Ripped, but it curls foul. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. And Kyle Tucker will take his base.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Will Smith at the plate now. That's ball 1. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Here is Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Hit on the ground to short. Over to Jazz. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball.
Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm under it. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers strand a couple. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. That one to first. He'll do it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not every.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. An absolute smash to left. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here comes Belly to take his guts. And that one is off the wall. The throw into second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Solo shot from Aaron Judge for the Yanks. It's an back in the Bronx. 2nd inning set to go. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air to left center. And he's into second with nobody out.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch down to third goes the tying run.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time you see
makes the catch. 1 down.
Big first out of the inning because it keeps the runner at third. They don't score on the play, and that was the goal. Now you have to do it a few more times before you're completely out of this jam.
Ball 1.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone.
Base hit right field. The tying run is in to score from third.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Alex Freeland, batting with one down, takes a strike. Grisham under this one. And he makes the catch. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Ohtani. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. In the dirt. Ball to strike. Base hit. And now two aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One runs in. That gets by him. In to score from first. And they lead by two. He's safe at third. It's a two-run triple. So a runner at third, 2 men out. The batter now will be Will Smith.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Yankees 1. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's a strike.
Hard liner. Tucker pulls it in on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ground ball to second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Yankees 1. Back for more from the Bronx. New inning getting started. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
That's a ball.
Freeman, a former MVP, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007.
Hook one.
That
Ball
misses
3.
the zone. Ball 3. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Hike.
Out towards right center field. Judge really on his horse for this one. Whips on it, and it falls in. Grisham gets it back in quickly. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. Muncy in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The 0-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 3-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. Ouch, that one drilled him. Gets it there in time, though, and that's out number one on a tough play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
That one lifted to left. Bellinger has a beat on it. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. See you later. A two-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Ball.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's in there, and it's 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if you're stuck, and that should be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. Not in time. He's safe.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line.
Oh, that drilled him. Shohei to the plate and scores. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
High in the air, out to right. Takes it in for the out. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. Takes it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
This one in the air, center field. Pages settles underneath it, and that is that. Yanks held in check. They trail it big. It's 9. Back here in New York, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Pitch gets away. And the runner holds. 3-0 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Pages in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out.
And that one is lifted in the air. That's a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9. Kim in the box lays off for ball 1. In the air, right field, and makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third, and that's a double play. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 10. Back now in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And that one hammered. It's a ball. He'll circle the bases, and they cut into the deficit.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now, 0 for 1 so far. On a line, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field.
Hit hard, base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. Freeland flips it, 1 at second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Ball off the plate.
Ohtani gets his lead at first, nobody out. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
That clips the corner. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah.
Runner.
Shohei on the go.
Hey, right.
Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Not close with that one. Full count now. And they'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, make sure to say hi to Kenny. And that one missing low. A little out front there as he swings through it. Ground ball up the middle. Chisholm. Throw to first in time. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Hard hit into the gap, should bring in 2. 1 run is in. A second scores as well, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. So a man aboard. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And another ball.
Now, the next pitch he throws will be pitch number 100 as he tries to battle through a tough situation here in the 5th.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Swing, and he popped it up. Caballero under it. And that is that. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. Liner caught at second. 1 pitch and 1 out.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
And a ground ball to first. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first. So for New York, Ben Rice. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And it'll be runners at second and third, only 1 away.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Now a long throw home. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. And it gets back in. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the base.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 run across. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third. Throws it away. And they got him. Aggressive base running to try and score after the miscue, but it backfires.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
Chisholm in the box now, takes strike 1. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Say goodbye to that one. He circles the bases, and they cut into the lead. It's 12-7.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, number 63.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they cut into the deficit. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Stepping in, Jose Caballero. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one outs against the fence. And that's a 2-out double.
Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. See you later. Ryan McMahon leads the yard. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they close the gap. It's 12-10. That's their 5th. Will Klein on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Out of here. They go back to back and they cut into the deficit.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire. And Judge was the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle.
Over to third, but the throw's offline. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle. Base hit!
In to score from third. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Go ahead run on base. Here is Goldschmidt. And that one ripped to left, brings it in. That is the inning. But it's a huge inning for them as they scored 10 times. We're through 5. We're all even at 12 apiece. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Popped in the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Kim in the box now. No balls and a strike. Foul ball there. Now an 0-2 from Fried. Up the middle. And that one handled. Not in time.
Safe.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Ball.
Out towards right center field. Judge coming on. And there are 2 outs. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow.
That one way inside.
straighten him up a little bit.
Stays alive. Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Lifted in the air, right center field. Grisham on the move to the alley, and that's the third out. So the Dodgers leave one. This game remains tied at 12. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Edgardo Henriquez. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they take the lead. It's 13-12.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
That's a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 70.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. One runs in, and it's off the wall. In comes the run from second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Oh, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now here's Trent Grisham, and there's a hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And the batter now, Ben Rice. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A 3-run shot. Second home run of the inning for them. And they boost their lead. It's 18-12. Here's Judge now. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped left field. That's back. And it's gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 19-12.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away.
Bellinger up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Forget it. They've hit another. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 20-12. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Up the middle and a base hit. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind, and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning. But here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Not in time. He's safe. First and second, and nobody out. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Really nice swing in his last at-bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in, and there's one down. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
That's a base hit. Run scores. It appears Dave Roberts. 2 aboard with 1 out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
What a stop. The feed for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they put a 9. Back at Yankee Stadium, let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. And a good start to the inning. Will Smith to the plate. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of high. Chisholm slings to first in time.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I've got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Man at second. High fly ball, right field. Judge should have this one, and that'll do it. The Yankees on top, 21-12. Back in the Bronx, set for the last half of the 7th. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Liner caught it second. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And that one hammered. That's back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Aaron Judge at the plate. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And a base hit right there. And now 2 aboard. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Liner caught it second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes.
Alex Vesia into the game.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got.
Line drive, base hit. He boots it. The throw to third, and he's out. But 1 run does score on the error, and that'll do it for the inning. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Yankees lead it 22-12. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to begin the 8th. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber.
Now pitching for the
Tim Hill gets the ball now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Just off the inside edge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Pages stands in now and watches strike one. Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Ball. Off the mark there. Ball one. And that's a base hit. So a man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Hye-Sung Kim. That one's upstairs, ball one. Foul ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one to first, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Smoked into left, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Freeland in the box now. Takes strike one. And that's ripped for a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Back to the top of the order now. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
Ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the eighth. Nice grab. There's one. They get the out, and the run scores on the twin killing.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fan.
Plays the play. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Yankees lead it 22-14. Bottom of the 8th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he's had a terrific day at the dish. Here's a look at his spray chart for this one.
I mean, he's having success no matter where he hits it. As a fielder, it's so hard to defend a hitter like this because it's tough to predict where the ball's going.
Going, gone! And they tack on to their lead. It's 23-14.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
Now here is Austin Wells. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. The throw in. And that's a double. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 25-14. It appears Dave Roberts. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now around second, going for third. The relay, and his third hit of the game is a triple.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His third hit for extra bases. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Brush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. They're 27-14.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who could blame him with a swing like that? Give
that one hammered center field. That's back there. Got all of that one. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 28-14. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Hard hit left side. On to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And here comes Bellinger. Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a one-out single. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One run is in. Here comes Goldie around third. Relay throw home, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Now they had him dead to rights right there at the plate, and I hate to say it, but that's on the third base coach. Third base coach was sending him all the way, and it just wasn't.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A two-run blast. They are unloading here. Their fifth homer of the inning. So two down, and stepping in for New York, Jose Caballero. That one drilled left field. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Brings it in for the third out. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. We go to the 9th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Line drive, base hit. And a man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Now into the game, Jason Dominguez. He'll be patrolling center field.
Jason Dominguez.
No.
Oh, look at the stop. There's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. So they're down to their final out. And next for L.A., Max Muncy.
Ball, that's down.
They're down to their final strike. He caught it behind his back. Over to first. And what a play. Ball game.
Well, this was flat out an incredible comeback. I'm almost speechless. This team showed patience. They grinded out the at-bats and had quality at-bats, did exactly what they needed to climb back in a ball game with this kind of deficit. Excellent job to get the W today.
High-scoring ball game in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Que desde que vi tu cara me enamoro de ti. Todo es que tú tienes no sé qué. Siento que te pasa lo mismo cuando te miro. Que dices si no, a ver el amanecer.